Hello YouTube and welcome to my very first garage review. My name is Arrivals Gamer and this time we will have a look at one of the tier 10 German heavy tanks, the Maus. Very short about the Maus. Unlike the E100, the other tier 10 German heavy tank, two prototypes existed of this tank. I think it was two hulls and one turret. Let's have a look at the stats. The Maus has got 3000 health points, which is the most health points of any tank in the game. Same is with the weight. Mine weighs 191 tons, which is also the heaviest tank in the whole game. It has got only a 1750 horsepower engine, which does give it a brake horsepower of around 9 horsepower per ton. So the maximum speed is 20 kilometers per hour, which is not very fast. But it's not as slow as, for example, where is it? This one with 14 tons and a 91 horsepower engine. This thing is really slow. You drive uphill in this tank and you reach maximum 4 kilometers per hour. With the Maus on the other hand, even though it has such a low horsepower per ton ratio, it accelerates very quickly on any terrain. So it does not feel that slow as, for example, a Talk 2, a T95 or the FCM36 Pak 40. However, the turning speed is with 15 degrees very slow, but you know, German heavy tank, nothing new. The hull armor is 200mm at the front, upper and lower glazes, 185mm at the side, and 160 at the rear. The turret armor is 240 at the front and 210mm side and rear. Okay. The turret turns at 16 degrees and it has got 400 meters view range and 720 meter signal range. The gun is the 128mm KWK 44 L55. It has a rate of fire of 4.03 with an average penetration of 246 and an average damage of 490. The accuracy is with 0.38 millimeters in the middle of everyone, and a 2.9 seconds aiming time, which is not as bad as the IS-7's gun. Yeah. The engine 1750. Yeah, nothing special here. For the crew, I took first repair on everyone. Then, as soon as my commander reached 100%, I changed it for Sixth Sense. My gunner gets how's it called again? Basically the skill for accuracy on the move. My driver gets controlled impact. My radio operator gets increased view range. One of my loaders gets safe stowage, and as soon as this one gets 100%, I will also change it for safe stowage. Um, as far as equipment goes, I got Super Heavy Spall Liner, which gives it 50% protection against high explosive shells and ramming. Which is because that's so high base armor, you will be very immune to artillery fire. Then I got standard on every tank the gun laying drive, so the gun rammer, excuse me, and the vents. Because to get the acceleration up, the reloading speed, the aim speed, yeah, so that you can improve everything. Yeah. Now we will have a look at the tank inspector to see eventual weak spots on this tank. So here we are now with the mouse in its armor model. You can see in the front of the turret there are 200 millimeters of armor. Sides and rear of the turret there are 210 millimeters. However, this spot here used to be a weak spot in 8.9, 8.11 and before. However, in 9.0 that weak spot has been removed and it's just 210 millimeters. Next up, we come to the front of the hull. This upper and lower glazes, both 200 millimeters thick. Next up the side, with 185 millimeters, and the rear with 160 millimeters. I don't know where 100 millimeters are. Oh yeah, 100 millimeters, but only artillery is going to hit that. What's interesting is the 80 millimeters, which is, voila, here, alongside the tracks. If you can manage to shoot here, and same on the front, around there, this angle, 200 millimeters. So you can penetrate that one. If you have low caliber guns. However, if the mouse itself is... Let's do that again. Jeez, so hard. So yeah. And the gun mantle, 240 millimeters spaced armor. But only there. I would not recommend shooting it unless you're using a high penetration gun with gold, because there are 380 millimeters of armor. With a normal gun you're never going to penetrate that. Here, and the rest of the gun mantle, don't shoot it. Now, like I said, if the mouse, for example, angled like that, you can see 340 millimeters on the side of the turret, 370 on the front, 350 minimum at the side, now 330, and back here is a bounce zone. The front is even worse. The only weak spot, like I said, is, but find it, yeah, here. Shoot in the tracks around here, and you get 175 millimeters of armor. Yeah. If yes, if a mouse is angled like that, do not shoot it. Do not waste your ammunition on that. If the mouse is fronting at you like that, front of the hull 250, but just on this point. Everywhere else, for high penetration gun, you will not penetrate. Else here, 250 millimeters on straight on the turret. If you use gold or have a high penetration gun, you will penetrate. But else, don't bother shoot it. Nothing good will come of it. So now you've seen the armor, and I have to say it's a very tough tank. So I have nothing to say anymore, let's just hop into a battle and see what comes. That looks sweet. I'm a bit worried about the tier 10 tank destroyers, but half of the enemy team and of our team are tier 8 or tier 9. This is a very good matchup. With tanks like this, I prefer to go to the castle over there. So yeah, let's wait to start, and yeah, beside that, 53% win rate on this tank. The only tier 10 tank which I am actually good at. Now the team is splitting. Only 2 T-30s on the other side. Should I help them? Right. Search the team again. I have to say, it is a very good looking tank. Tiger. Is it the Tiger 2? Yeah. I think we all have to rush if we want to win this. That's... Oh, complex bike. No. God damn you. Seems like I have some problems with my internet connection. Oh, now it runs again. No shot at them yet. Check. Stop. Now if we push, we can capture. They have Tiger 2s, the right flank and object 268. Yeah, that was. Would have been lucky if it penetrated. Yeah, IS-3. Have you? Curse you. Just push. them annoying goals. That annoying Jagdpanzer E-100. Oh, nice one. Now the Jagdpanzer E-100. Yeah, the Panzer E-100 has shot and tried to... Now let's all attack the Jagdpanzer E-100. Just go for it. IS-8 and Centurions have won an IS-3. The Centurion that's IS-8. So good. There's the IS-3. Not do it, do not do it. Just rush. (7/1). Angle it, angle it, angle it, angle it. Good luck penetrating me now. Pre-aim on the corner. Is he using the 20-pounder? No. A Centurion with 20-pounder will not be able to penetrate me. Look, if with gold. Tiger. However, I go for that damn annoying Centurion. So, Tiger next. There's Rheinmetall. Tiger. No, if he has any FK or not. It. Come on, kill them. Why doesn't the Jagdtiger shoot at me? I will not know, I will not know, I will... Risking it is, however. Greetings from the T-30. Yeah. I didn't play Angle my tank that good. Ever. I don't think they're gonna... No, never. They can do it. Yeah, that was a lose. However, we did. Wouldn't say I did that bad. Yeah, I know my efficiency is not that high. It is just gotten above average. But let's see, IS-8, 413, Centurion, 2 hits, finished him off. IS-3, we M-racked him, which is always lovely. And at 110, which we put below average, 475 damage into him. I did 900 EXP experience in that battle, and I lost 34,000 credits. Did 1,500 spotting damage and 2,300 normal damage. Yeah. Only the Object 268 and the Waffenträger auf E100 did do more damage, but yeah, let's say about 900 more than I did. I had the most kills and by far the most experience. Let's see, I shot 14 shots, 11 hits, 6 penetrated, did 2,300 damage. I received 23 hits, on which 11 penetrated and 12 bounced. My armor blocked about 5,000 damage. I spotted 1 enemy, damaged 5, killed 3 of them, did 1,500 spotting damage and drove 1.5 kilometers. Yeah. What I have to say, 900 experience in a loss, it's not that bad. See, who did we spot? We spotted the Rheinmetall, which the team took out completely, and yeah, we shot his tracks off, giving us 455 assist damage. Yeah. So now, attack mode on Sand River. Not the best map for this tank, because you cannot really side scrape, but yeah, it's attack, we know where the enemies are. I just lagged a bit. Yeah, they are. Come on, move. Yeah, those lags are pretty annoying for me and for the team. If you have the unfortune to get in a match with me and I suddenly stop moving, it is because I very likely crashed to desktop or just lost connection. Oh, what do we have there? IS-3, KV-4. Really? Let's see. There. Oh, no, come on. Forward. Yeah, silly tank. Oh, what do we have there? No, shot at the IS-3. STI also not. T110. Yeah, I won. Yeah, that one was clutch. Did not expect to hit it. However, this is very... Stay that like that, please. Yeah, not very accurate gun. The STI, don't have a shot at him. Nothing else to shoot at. Notice I hold the right mouse button to keep the turret always angled. You only want to release it when you are about to shoot. Oh, there is an unfortunate KV-4. Stupid IS-3. Oh, here. Thank God it was only engine damage. Well, I can shoot up here. The Maus is a rear-mounted tank, but because of the turret being that big, you have enough gun depression to shoot at enemies over a ridge. You can't do that in a 215B because it has the gun is mounted very low on the hull. Oh, curse you, Ort. Not very good. I think I'm using gold now. Okay, T4, T123. No way we can do this. Someone to grow some balls and rushed in there, but not with T110E3 and the KV4 over there. Let's see what we have there. IS-3. Oh, very high damage roll. That was a very good shot. Oh, it just missed me. They don't have a something spotting me, but it can't be the T110. Because I don't have a line of sight at him. Let's see what... Oh, is there a... Oh! Sweet. So, let's see the side-scraping abilities of the Maus. You see, I was like that, and if you have a shot... Yeah, Arty. We all know them, we all love them. And yeah, good luck. We're winning now, but I don't think that's going to do something. Rush the camp. KV4, T110E3, not the fastest tanks. Jagdpal. So that I have to say that was terrible by me. Terrible play, only 10 shots fired, 4 hits, 3 penetrations, 968 damage done. Only took 830. Only blocked 830 damage. Yeah. See, I am only 600 experience on a win, which is really terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I should learn to play better. So anyway, this was my very first garage review of the Maus. Overall, it is a great tank. There are people which say that the E100 is a better tank, but it might be faster. It may have a 150mm gun, but the E100 has way more weak spots than this thing has. This thing is really only for city maps and taking hits for the team. Yeah. Maybe write in the comments which tank you want me to review next. I got a lot of very interesting tanks. One of my favorites is this thing here, the 3090. I got the KV4, IS-6, many other tanks, and yeah, 110, D34-3, Britain. I've got the 4202, the 215B, 215B 183, yeah, artillery, which really nobody cares about. Got the Super Pershing, the T-34, the Hellcat, which is also a very good tank. I've got one of the best games in it. Yeah, Japan, I've got no tanks there, but yeah. Done with the mouse, write in the comments which tank you want me to review next. And see you until then.